Good morning. Long time no speak. I didn't realize my last video was months ago. Time disappears fast, so I thought I'd make an Integromat video. What I'm doing, I'm using OpenAi's GPT-3 and Airtable and Integromat, and the idea is that I can write subject lines based off a paragraph of text. You may have seen apps like copy.ai, and all of those kind of things. But I just thought what they're doing isn't particularly difficult. It just requires a little bit of setup. And once that setup's done, you can scale that out to whatever you need and just adjust it over time to make different variations. So my plan was I work in the music industry and we thought it'd be really cool to take someone's release blurb information like their press release and write a subject line based off that. But you can use this for anything. So I'm just going to go to The Verge and I'm going to pick a random article about Cowboy Bebop. This is completely on the fly, so hopefully it's going to work. And I'm going to take this paragraph of text. What happens here is we paste the paragraph of text. I'm just going to strip any HTML off into here. And when I press send, it updates the last modified time, which then sends it to Integromat, which then sends it to OpenAI's GPT-3 via HTTP request, which then takes the response and sends it back to Airtable, in theory. So I'm going to post this in here. You can see here. Information I took from The Verge is ready to go. I'm going to press send, and I've got this on manual setup right now. So I'm just going to press run once, and it takes it, passes it to GPT-3, sends it back to Airtable. Now, if I go back to Airtable, we should see a subject line, and we do. So Netflix brings Cowboy Bebop to life, starring Kirsten Stewart. That's not bad, considering I hacked it together. Let's just try another one for a bit of fun. Let's go to another article. And what should we go for? Oh, move my face, jeez. I just want to do something completely random just so... Let's just try a shorter one. GPT-3 likes more information rather than less, because what it does, it takes the whole lot of information and it generates a response based off what you provide it. So the more you give it, the more accurate information you give it, the better response you get back. If you give it rubbish information, you get rubbish back. So it kind of works like that. But we'll take this one about a Samsung TV. And I'm going to paste it into here. And I'm going to press the little send button. I'm going to manually run it. And let's see what it writes back. So G9A plus 5120 times 440 WQHD curved display introduced. I mean, it's exactly what it's talking about. So I suppose it's accurate. It's not very exciting though, but hey ho. So my setup for this is, here is what I have told GPT-3. If you've never used this before, it gives you a playground. You write your stuff and you save it. And so I have told GPT-3 that input is an exciting, eye-catching paragraph. Rewrite the input into an incredible subject line that makes people want to click. Now, GPT-3 understands this. And what it's going to do is going to take my input and it will turn it into an incredible subject line that makes people want to click. If we go back to this one here, Netflix brings Cowboy Bebop to life starring Kirsten Stewart. That's pretty clickable, so I would agree. I give it an input. I took this input from, I think it was a music magazine. I have no idea what it was. I just use it as a kind of input. And then I took the subject line from the actual article, if that makes sense. So I used someone's copywriting and I basically stole it and now I'm regurgitating my own information back. Then I give it another kind of example. We're talking about music again, Spirit Box. This is what I was talking about, press releases. So Spirit Box have got a new album with Limp Bizkit, and the subject line turned it into this. So GPT-3 will take these inputs and it will grab this information, it will tell it to write a good subject line, and it will pass that information back into Airtable for me to do. So I've got my own app now. I don't need to rely on anyone else's. The GPT-3 costs are pretty slim, really. Let's have a look. What am I using? I am using DaVinci Indestruct. So 6p per 1,000 generations. I don't know where my actual pricing is. They've changed the website around. But anyway, so what I've done here in Airtable, when it loads, the trigger is the last modified. Okay, so this part here, and the last modified is updated by my little thumbs up. So I can write all my copy, and then when I'm ready, I can just press thumbs up, and it'll pass that to Integromat, and then that information will then be passed as an HTTP request to OpenAI. If we go down to here, this is where I had to convert this code here from curl. I think I did it. I can't remember now. Oh, they've actually got JSON now, so you don't have to convert it yourself. But anyway, before I did this, JSON wasn't available, I don't think, unless I missed it and this did things the long way around. So I had to convert curl to JSON. And then what I'm doing here is you can see the prompt. The input is an exciting, eye-catching paragraph. Rewrite it so it's identical to this. But the only thing I'm changing is the input is the release blurb, which is taken from Airtable. So it takes this information. You can see here the information that was passed to it, the 49-inch TV. It takes that. It sets the temperature, it sets the max tokens, frequency penalty, and all of that stuff. So all of this is the same, as you can see here. So this is my playground. And then in the actual code is, how I've set things up. So it takes the information from Airtable, passes it to OpenAI, and then what it does, Airtable looks for the response. So the response that GPT-3 gives, and it sends it back. So we can see here the record ID, and then the data from OpenAI, and then it just sends it back here. That's how these apps work. There's no other secret, really. You can do anything, and with this setup here, providing we've got an OpenAI account, you get your authorization and your bearer, and then you pop that into HTTP, and then the two can talk to each other. Say I'm not a developer, so I don't know the technical terminologies. I just hack myself around stuff until it works. It's fun to learn, so you can build your own no-code apps really with this. You could use Bubble or something instead of Airtable, but this is cool. This is nice. I can write in it. I'm just going to try one more just whilst I'm here. Let's go to music settings and enemy. This is what I designed it for. Let's have a look about Summer Walker. I don't know who Summer Walker is, but hey ho. This will do. And we'll paste this in, send it, we'll run it, and then we'll go back to here, and here we go. So R&B star shares a new album, still over it, ahead of a solo tour. And yeah, it works. Let me know what you think of that. If you want any help, advice, my advice is limited, but I'll try the best I can. I can hack certain stuff together, but I'm not an expert, not when it comes to coding and API requests. But yeah, let me know what you think. Nice one. See ya.